Number 10, write the intersection or union of the following inequalities in interval notation. So the first thing that you got to know is what these symbols even mean. We've seen the U looking one before. That means union. So a union is whenever you take all of the values in both intervals together. Okay. The upside down U, which I think looks like an N, kind of, if you use your imagination for intersection, union up here, intersection down here. An intersection are only the values that both intervals have in common with each other. So either way, we're going to have to simplify these intervals, these inequalities, so that we know what intervals we're talking about. I'm going to represent them on a number line, and then we can see which ones are the unions and which ones are the intersections. So first things first, the absolute value of x is equal to or less than 25. Whenever you have an absolute value inequality, that actually represents two inequalities together, okay? The way that we are going to combine those two inequalities is going to use either the word or the word and you have to look at the inequality in order to know which one that you're going to use. I have told you guys that one easy way of remembering is that if it is a less than sign, this kind of looks like a C if you use your imagination, and you can spell candy with it, which means that this is an and problem. If it was a greater than symbol, it'd be facing the other way. It would not look like a C. You could not spell candy with it, and it would be an or problem. So this is going to be an and problem. And then I also taught you KISS, which stands for keep it. Keep it, talking about the left side of the inequality, and then switch. I don't know why I'm writing vertically. Switch, which means switch the inequality sign and then switch the number from positive to negative or vice versa. Okay, so this will be x is equal to or less than 25 and x is greater than equal to negative 25. Okay, so that is this first inequality. The second inequality that is given to us is 0 is less than x plus 7. In order to get the x by itself, we're going to subtract 7 on both sides. We find that negative 7 is less than x, which also means that just x is greater than negative 7. You can flip everything around as long as you change your inequality. So if we consider a number line here, we have it going forever in both directions. We're going to pick some points and we're going to label them. Negative 25 is going to be about there. Positive 25 is going to be about here. And negative 7 is going to be closer to negative 25 than positive 25. Let me put these numbers in. Negative 25, negative 7, positive 25. Okay, so the blue inequality is less than 25 and greater than negative 25. And we can actually write it this way. If we put the x in the middle, we can say that it's less than or equal to 25. That's this inequality. And if we flip this around, it'd be greater than equal to negative 25. So just think of the x being in between these. So we would shade in from negative 25 to positive 25 on our number line. Now, the other inequality, which I'm going to put in green, is x is greater than negative 7. Negative 7 is right here. Oh, notice that we use solid dots to represent these equal to lines. This one does not have a solid line underneath it. It's not equal to negative 7. It's just greater than negative 7. So we'll put an empty circle right there at negative 7. And all of the values that are greater than negative 7 go this way. It does not stop at 25. It keeps going this way forever. So those are my two inequalities. Now, when we think about the union of those, it's going to be all of the values in both intervals together. It includes everything that's blue and everything that's green. So what is that going to be? The union is going to be everything that is greater than or equal to negative 25. X is greater than or equal to negative 25. They want that in interval notation. In interval notation, that would be a bracket indicating equality, Negative 25 is the lowest number, but then it goes up forever thanks to this green arrow, and it goes up to infinity. So that is the union, all right? The intersection are only the values that both of the intervals have in common with each other, okay? So x, the only places that are green and blue are between -7, but not including -7, and +25. So we can say that x is between those two values. X is greater than, but not equal to -7, less than and equal to 25. Those are all the green and blue places that we see. And if we were writing this as an interval, in interval notation, it would be a parenthesis for -7 because it does not equal -7, and then 25 with a bracket because it is equal to 25. So this is our union, and this is our intersection. That is going to be the answer to number 10. You don't have to write those symbols. Thank you.